Wave Sound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Darkest Night, Brightest Star by Jonsberg, narrated by Flynn Barnard. For Teddy and Mo. Chapter 1. My new English teacher had a head like a potato. No hair, some strange bumps, a few marks you don't find on most faces. "I'd like to start with an icebreaker," he said to the class, "so we get to know each other. On the piece of paper I'm going to hand out, I'd like you to write your name and then 2 things that are true about yourself and 1 that is a lie." He gave us examples and advice. Make the lie something that sounds as if it could be true. "I am an alien from outer space" would be stupid because it can't happen. "I once fell off my bike and broke my leg." That's okay. I didn't really get what he was on about, but I wrote, "I think my mother is dead and alive. I think if I work hard, I will be very good at something. I've tried to please my dad, but I don't think I ever will." The teacher took our pieces of paper and read through them. Then he called a boy to the front and told him to read the 3 sentences he wrote to the class. The idea was that we had to ask questions and guess which was the lie. Take a vote. I couldn't see the point, and I wasn't going to ask questions. I spent the time repeating, "Don't pick me," over and over in my head. Mine was the 4th name he called. "Morgan Pickford?" I shook my head when he told me to step up to the front. He asked again. I shook my head again. For a moment I saw his eyes go hard. Then he smiled. But I think the smile was the lie. "Well, I am not in the business of forcing students to do something they really don't want to," he said. "Are you sure you don't want to take part, Morgan? You might find it fun." I didn't even shake my head at that. "Karen Albright?" She did it, but afterwards a couple of other boys said no. The teacher with the potato head blamed me for it. I could tell. I'm good at knowing when I'm to blame for something. At the end of the class, he kept me back. I knew he would. It was lunchtime, so I wasn't going to be late for my next lesson. "You don't like talking in front of the class, Morgan?" he said. I think it was a question, but I wasn't sure. No? Maybe I should have said yes. I was confused. "One assignment this term will be an oral presentation," he said. "But if you have a good reason for not doing it, and by that I mean you'll have to provide a medical certificate for panic attacks, that kind of thing, then we can find an alternative means of assessment. Do you understand?" Sometimes it's easier to nod, so I did. "Good," he said. "I will be in touch with your parents at some point to sort things out." He glanced down at my paper. "Dead and alive is your mother Schrodinger's cat," he said. Then he laughed for a long time, so it must have been a joke. If it was, I missed it. So I stood there, but his eyes were back on my paper. After a while he looked up and smiled. It worked better this time. "You can go, Morgan." I got to the door before his voice stopped.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?